Hello, it is time for our Brookside Orchids update, and there is stuff going on with all three of them. The last time we looked at them, the Vanda was doing nothing but sitting there. Well, she is now doing something, guys. So I'm not sure if you saw the houseplant tour where I kind of pointed out, but she's growing a leaf. Do you see it? What? Can you see it right there? Look at that beautiful leaf. Oh my gosh. She's still just a little bit wobbly in the pot. Her roots haven't quite caught on to the media. I did put her in this orchid top pot from Repot Me that I bought off of Amazon. Again, there's no affiliation with either one. And then what I did is I took the pot off of the saucer and I put pebbles, and I keep a little bit of water in here to help with the humidity because where she sits, some of those plants do like the extra humidity as well. Don't know if that's helping with this, but it'll also encourage those roots to kind of go down, which is kind of what I'm wanting. And then let me see if I can find it. It's hard to see with all these little lines. But I thought I saw a new root in here, and it could just have been, if you notice when you turn it, see how it kind of glares a little bit. But she's at least doing something now, whereas the last time we did this update, she was doing nothing. So she's done pouting, and she's decided she's going to go ahead and settle in and accept the conditions that I'm giving her. I'm going to move that one out of the way. That's my lovely one. And then we have the Oncidium Catatante Orange Kiss that is working on this new growth right here. It is getting rather large. She's starting to open up the leaves in there. She's got roots coming out of the pot. She's got roots in the pot. Matter of fact, she's even coming out the bottom there. So that is awesome. This one I do have in majority moss because that's what I got her in, and some small bark chips for the aeration. And what I do is I let the moss almost completely dry out prior to watering her. Then I put just enough water in there until about right up to that first hole. That moss is wet, and then I just leave it and I wait and see what's going on. If the moss up top is not quite wet, I'll put a little bit more in there, and then I just leave her. I've found I am now watering her about every 3 days, whereas initially when I first put her in here, I was watering her once a week. So those roots apparently are more in depth underneath her. I'm not going to move her to find out. She's growing, she's happy, and we should be getting some more Orange Kiss blooms shortly. By shortly, I mean in a few months. And then the best news of all, our Wilhelmina Pinot Princess Scary. When we repotted her, which the video didn't save, so when I repotted her, she was not in a very good state. She had a lot of bad roots, and she had very little to go with in the pot. However, dun, 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 look at there, guys, new growth. And in my houseplant tour of April, I showed this, but at the time it just looked, you couldn't see it because it was so dark, it blended in with the bark. Look at that growth on there. Is that not just the best sign ever? So I still don't see any roots in the pot itself. So this pot is watered probably every 10 days just because it doesn't dry out. There's not aeration holes in there yet. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to keep the humidity higher inside the pot. This has a small bark chip, perlite, and moss mix. She does have, holes at the bottom for that. And then I set her on this. But as I start seeing the roots and she really takes off, I will take my soldering iron and I will make holes around the pot itself while the plant is in there. Just have to be careful if there are roots showing so you don't burn the roots, but this way it allows a little more aeration. So the way I can tell if I need to water, do you see the condensation built up right here? This area right here stays looking with the condensation until it is dry, and then once I see that condensation really low, or if it's only like a speck here and there, that's when I'll water her. Again, as she matures and grows and those roots off this new growth start coming in, she will dry out a lot sooner, obviously like the Catatante, but until then, that's kind of how I've been taking care of her. But I am so excited to see those blooms again. They are just gorgeous. And of course, I'll post a picture of both of the blooms because they did both come to me in spike in February. I've had them since February 27th to be exact. And I have an orchid coming from Brookside Orchids. I don't know what that orchid is. It is an anniversary gift for me, so that'll be exciting to see. If you want to see the unboxing of that and be as surprised as I am, leave it in the comments down below. Also, if you have any of these orchids and want to do a collab on them, let me know as well. My email is down below. I don't know what's in here. It's a gift, so let's just dig in. This is from Orchid Web. I do order from them before, and usually they have their stuff packaged really well. So let's see what we've got in here. Okay, put that down. Make sure I don't mess up my little African violets down there. Okay. It is the Zygonesia Censure Dove of Peace. It's variegated, yay! So it's near flowering size, so obviously it's not in spike. So let's see what we've got here. So, as I said, I mean, look how well packaged that is. It's all nicely wrapped and everything. So round and around, put that there. Lots of this confetti paper. Not sure if that's what it is supposed to be, but that's what I call it. All right, and then let's take the tape off. What did I do with the scissors? There they are. Let's take the tape off and see what we got in there. Make sure I don't cut any of the orchid itself. Okay. Okay, she is... Looks like she might be a little dehydrated. Sorry about my throat, guys, but it's like really, really dry. I talk a lot at work, so, well, I talk a lot in general, but at work, that's my main job, is answering the phone, talking with patients, and talking with everyone else. So, looks like I just, yeah, this one here is probably going to come off, but that's okay. She's got nice little roots in there. Looks like there might be some extra friends in there, so we may have to repot her a little bit sooner. I'll let her dry out and kind of see, do some research on her. But there is the tag right there. Still a really nice, and I like how they put bamboo skewers instead of the wooden ones. This is the actual bamboo in there. So it's in fresher moss, not moss, fresher media, sorry. So I will probably repot her. She does have a new growth coming right here, as you can see. Once I see some roots growing on this, once I see some roots growing on this new growth, I'll probably repot her into a clear pot just so I can see what's going on in the pot, because as you guys know, I like to see what's going on. That's the only new growth that I see. Let me pull some of the sheaths away and see if we have some new growth somewhere else. Don't see any. And I'll obviously have to do some research and see how to take care of her. I don't want to pull too hard because I'm not on a stable surface, but I don't see any other new growths right at the moment under any of these sheaths. But not knowing what this orchid growth pattern is or habit is, but just from kind of looking at it, it looks like maybe it grew from this one to this one. Then it was this one, and then this one wasn't a very good growth here. See how small it is? And then this latest growth here. So, like I said, I'll do some research on her. I'll put her in a kind of a lower light area just to let her kind of start getting acclimated to my home. Usually what I will do, if it's an orchid that I know what it is, I'll let it sit in my house for a little while and kind of go ahead and in the box get acclimated. But since I didn't know what it was and I wanted to see what it was, I immediately unpotted. So with that, we'll do a little update on this here in a week or so after she's had time to settle in. I will go ahead and clean her up and everything. I just don't like tatty looking plants. But again, a nice looking plant from Orchid Web, and I did this right here, guys. This did not come broken. I did this when I was taking off the little confetti stuff. So All right, well, just a quick unpotting here, and if you guys know anything about the Zygonesia cynosure Dove of Peace, comments down below will be much appreciated. Go ahead and give this video a like, and we'll see you guys on the next one.